Alexander Robertson was more than a television personality, a man whose rugged authenticity, deep faith, and entrepreneurial spirit left a lasting mark on American culture. With a net worth of $10 million, Phil chose to build a life rooted in the outdoors, family values, and unapologetic beliefs. As the founder of Duck Commander and a star of the hit reality series Duck Dynasty, he became a household name, known for his trademark beard, sharp wit, and strong convictions. Beyond the screen, Phil was a former athlete, a teacher, and a man of deep religious faith who never shied away from speaking his truth. If Phil Robertson's life and legacy inspired you, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to honor the stories that celebrated him. Phil Alexander Robertson, born April 24, 1946, and died May 25, 2025, was an American professional hunter, businessman, and reality television personality. He was the founder of the Duck Commander Company and rose to fame as a central figure on the popular reality series Duck Dynasty. He also appeared on Duck Commander, a hunting show broadcast on the Outdoor Channel. Robertson attended Louisiana Tech University, where he played college football. He later earned a master's degree in education and spent several years working as a teacher. In 2013, Robertson became the center of public controversy following an interview with GQ magazine in which he described homosexual behavior as sinful. The remarks led to his temporary suspension from Duck Dynasty by the A&E network. However, after a strong backlash from his supporters, the suspension was lifted 9 days later. In September 2023, a biographical film titled The Blind, which chronicled Robertson's early life, was released in theaters. Early life: a rural upbringing. Phil Robertson was born on April 24, 1946, in Vivian, Louisiana, a small town near Shreveport. He was the fifth of 7 children, born to Merritt and James Robertson, in a family that faced financial challenges. The Robertsons lived in a log cabin without modern conveniences such as electricity, a telephone, toilet, or bathtub, reflecting a lifestyle more akin to the 1850s than the 1950s, as Robertson himself noted in his book, Happy, Happy, Happy. This rustic environment meant the family relied heavily on the land for sustenance, growing garden produce, hunting game like deer and squirrels, fishing, and raising livestock including pigs, chickens, and cattle. Robertson's early life was marked by these activities, which not only provided food but also instilled a lifelong passion for hunting and the outdoors. The family home, a log cabin, has been preserved and is now owned by his cousin Nathan Hale, located halfway between Vivian and Houston. Robertson's recollections, as shared in interviews and writings, emphasize the simplicity and happiness of this upbringing despite the lack of modern amenities. This background of self-sufficiency and outdoor engagement was foundational, setting the stage for his later career in hunting and related enterprises. Wife: Kay Robertson. Kay Robertson, born Marcia Caraway, met Phil Robertson in high school, and the two began dating in 1964. They married in 1966, beginning a journey marked by both deep challenges and enduring faith. In the early years of their marriage, Kay faced struggles brought on by Phil's infidelity and substance abuse. Despite these hardships, she remained a devoted partner, playing a central role in the family's eventual reconciliation and transformation, a story powerfully depicted in the 2023 biographical film The Blind. Affectionately known as Miss Kay, she became beloved not only within her family but also by fans of the Duck Dynasty, where she was portrayed as the warm-hearted matriarch and moral anchor. Her passion for cooking became a signature trait. She authored several cookbooks and later opened Miss Kay's Eats and Sweets, a family restaurant launched with her eldest son, Al. Kay and Phil's marriage, which lasted over 55 years until Phil's death on May 25, 2025, stood as a testament to resilience, forgiveness, and unwavering faith. Their story has long been a cornerstone of the Robertson family's public identity. Children: Phil and Kay Robertson had 4 sons, each of whom has played a key role in the family's public life, faith-based mission, and business ventures. College athletics and football career. In high school, Phil Robertson excelled as an athlete, earning all-state honors in football, baseball, and track. His athletic success earned him a football scholarship to Louisiana Tech University in Ruston in the late 1960s. At Louisiana Tech, Robertson was the starting quarterback for the Bulldogs, playing ahead of future Pro Football Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw, who would later become the #1 overall pick in the 1970 NFL Draft. When Bradshaw arrived on campus in 1966, his reputation as a football prodigy from nearby Shreveport generated considerable media attention. However, Robertson, who was a year ahead, held the starting position during the 1966 and 1967 seasons before stepping away from the team in 1968. During his college career, Robertson completed 179 of 411 passes for 2,237 yards, with 12 touchdowns and 34 interceptions. Though some believed he had potential for a professional football career, Robertson's passion for hunting ultimately outweighed his interest in the sport. Bradshaw later joked, "Phil Robertson loved hunting more than he loved football. He'd come to practice straight from the woods, squirrel tails in his pockets, duck feathers on his clothes. He was a great shot, so nobody complained much." Robertson even turned down an opportunity to try out for the Washington Redskins, reportedly after being approached by legendary broadcaster Paul Harvey. To Phil, football was simply a means to maintain his scholarship, whereas Bradshaw, as he put it, went for the bucks, while he chased after the ducks. Formal education, degrees, and teaching. Robertson's educational journey at Louisiana Tech was marked by academic success as well as athletic involvement. He completed his undergraduate degree in physical education, a field that aligned with his athletic background. He further pursued and earned a master's degree in education, demonstrating a commitment to formal learning that extended beyond sports. This educational attainment is corroborated by multiple sources, including the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame, which notes his completion of both degrees at Louisiana Tech. After graduating, Robertson worked as a teacher in Louisiana schools, a role in which he was acclaimed as excellent by his students. His teaching career, however, was short-lived as he found his true calling in the woods. This transition is detailed in various biographies, which note his dissatisfaction with classroom life compared to the freedom and fulfillment he found in hunting and fishing. His educational background, particularly his master's degree, provided a safety net and credibility, as he mentioned in interviews, ensuring he had the sheepskin to show people no matter how dumb I looked. Actually, I was about half intelligent. Professional career. Early career and education. Transition to hunting. Phil Robertson's professional career began after earning a bachelor's degree in physical education and a master's degree in education from Louisiana Tech University. He spent several years teaching in Louisiana schools, where he was acclaimed as an excellent teacher by his students. However, research suggests he felt his talents were better suited to the outdoors, leading him to leave teaching and become a commercial fisherman, later running a bar in 1975, as noted in multiple sources. The famous people, Phil Robertson, Wikipedia, Phil Robertson. This transition marked his shift from education to pursuing his passion for hunting, setting the stage for his entrepreneurial ventures. Invention and entrepreneurship. Duck Commander. In 1972, Phil Robertson invented the Duck Commander duck call, driven by dissatisfaction with existing market options, aiming for a call designed for duck hunters rather than competition callers. He received a patent for this invention in 1973 and incorporated the Duck Commander Company, starting with $8,000 in sales that year, supporting his family. Over time, the company grew into a multi-million-dollar business, now headed by his son Willie Robertson, highlighting his entrepreneurial success in the hunting industry. Television career. Rise to fame with Duck Dynasty. Phil Robertson's television career took off with Duck Dynasty, airing on A&E from 2012 to 2017, which showcased the Robertson family's duck hunting business and family dynamics. The show's fourth season premiere drew 11.8 million viewers, making it the most watched cable series at the time, topping ratings highlights and highlighting Louisiana's outdoor culture. He was also featured on the outdoor channel's Duck Commander, expanding his media presence. Athletic background, football and hunting preference. While not directly part of his professional career, Phil's athletic background is noteworthy. He earned all-state honors in football, baseball, and track in high school, leading to a football scholarship at Louisiana Tech, where he played as the first-string quarterback ahead of Terry Bradshaw from 1966 to 1967, with stats including 179 of 411 passes for 2,237 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 34 interceptions. Wikipedia. Phil Robertson, ESPN. How good was he? Phil Robertson. He declined a professional offer from the Washington Redskins, prioritizing hunting, famously stating, "Terry went for the Bucks, and I chased after the Ducks." Controversies and public figure. Media and public statements. Phil Robertson's career faced significant controversy, notably in 2013 when he was suspended from Duck Dynasty after making offensive comments about African Americans and the LGBTQ+ community in a GQ interview, though the suspension was lifted after 9 days due to backlash. He also made controversial remarks at CPAC in 2015, but these did not directly impact his career trajectory. Despite this, he remains a prominent figure in conservative media, engaging in speaking engagements and maintaining influence. Other media ventures and authorship. Beyond television, Phil expanded into other media, featuring in Steve Bannon's film, Torchbearer, in 2016 and joining CRTV in October 2017 to host In the Woods with Phil. In September 2023, he starred in the biographical film, The Blind, detailing his early life until 1985, focusing on personal challenges like alcoholism. He also authored books, including Happy, 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 My Life and Legacy as the Duck Commander, sharing insights into his faith, family, and career, enhancing his public profile. Illness and cause of death. Declining health and death. In December 2024, Phil Robertson's family publicly revealed that he had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, a progressive neurological disorder that affects memory, thinking, and behavior, and is a leading cause of dementia. The announcement was made on the Unashamed with the Robertson Family podcast, where his son Jace Robertson explained that Phil was in the early stages at the time, but his condition had quickly progressed, impacting his overall health. Online, Times of India. Alzheimer's disease typically causes a buildup of plaques and tangles in the brain, leading to cognitive decline, effects that were becoming increasingly evident in Phil's case. Additional health challenges. Alongside Alzheimer's, Phil was also battling a serious blood disease. While the exact diagnosis was not widely disclosed, family members suggested it involved excessive blood production, which may have led to thickened blood and increased risk of mini-strokes or cardiovascular issues. TMZ, Fox News, Times of India. According to Willie Robertson, this blood disorder had been ongoing for years, contributing to chronic pain, mobility issues, and further strain on Phil's body. Jace Robertson shared that the disease had accelerated and was causing problems with his entire body. Health deterioration and passing. By April 2025, Phil's condition had worsened significantly. On the family podcast, Jace noted that his father was not doing well and was really struggling, barely able to walk without crying out in pain. Online, Daily Mail. The combined effects of Alzheimer's and the blood disease led to a steep decline in his quality of life. Phil Robertson passed away on May 25, 2025. The exact cause of death was not publicly disclosed. The Hollywood Reporter and Wikipedia both noted that while no official cause was given, it is known he was dealing with serious health conditions. Based on available information, complications from both Alzheimer's disease and the blood disorder were likely contributing factors, potentially including infections, strokes, or other organ-related complications. Family announcement and legacy. Phil's family shared the news of his passing on social media. His daughter-in-law, Corey Robertson, posted on Facebook, "We celebrate today that our father, husband, and grandfather, Phil Robertson, is now with the Lord," emphasizing his enduring faith and thanking supporters for their prayers. Jace Robertson also posted a tribute on X, formerly Twitter. "My dad has gone to be with the Lord today. He will be missed, but we know he is in good hands, and our family is good because God is very good." we will see him again. The family announced plans for a private memorial service, with a public celebration of life to be held at a later date. Phil Robertson leaves behind a legacy of strong faith, resilience, and a life lived boldly and unapologetically. That's it about Phil. Please share your thoughts in the comments section and let's keep his spirit alive. Let's keep the conversation going. Stay blessed as always.